with Ike, Spike, and Fritz. It's a rainy Friday, Ike. We're going to kick ass nonetheless. How you doing?
Well, Brother Spike, I'm doing pretty good. It is a rainy Friday. That's okay. Listen, despite what the outlook may look like out there, it's gray and it's wet.
Yes.
There's still a lot of things that you can do to get you through a rainy day. Can't wait to get through that. Jackie Baseball. Late night last night. Didn't see the ending of that thing until this morning. Tough series loss there, but I'm assuming we'll bounce back tonight with the Cardinal killer. Knowles is on the mound.
I thought you were going to go Cardinal killer Alec Boehm in the little Boehm or bounce back series.
Well, here's the thing that I'm learning I might need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boehm.
Yeah.
Stop riding him.
Wouldn't have necessarily phrased it that way.
Sure.
But yes, the sentiment still remains correct.
Go right to the point.
Yes. I think I might have to just dial it back on him, at least just hang in the weeds and let him climb his way out of this.
Just make pretend he doesn't exist for a couple of
listen,
weeks.
I haven't given up on him, but quite frankly, it's exhausting doing the whole back and forth with him every day.
Yeah, I get it. He makes it that way. He makes it tough. He does make it tough.
When you don't produce, it's tough.
You're going to love this. I actually thought he had a pretty decent 0 for 5 last night.
Was it a productive 0 for 5?
I thought it was a productive 0 for 5. He hit the ball hard. Took a couple of first pitches.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It was a good night for Boehmer last night.
Yeah, 0 for 5, no biggie. It was a lot better night than Castellanos had. I actually went to bed because I didn't think there was any way they were playing it. I looked at the weather.
Me too.
I was like, this is ending 1-1.
Nick Castellanos, first player in MLB history to strike out. I'm actually being serious. Like in the StatCast era, they were able to break it down. First player to ever strike out on the same pitch in the same spot in 5 straight at bats. It's a real stat. It's a real stat.
Casty's been good.
Yeah,
It's been great.
It's
been great.
Last night was a game to forget. A game to
Yes.
forget. We have a big show as we always do. Elliott Shore Parks joins us at 3. Tornado Shapiro's weekend forecast. A slippery one, which is dangerous, will happen.
That's a problem.
Should be creative today.
At 3:30. The belt, we find out if Ike retains the belt at 4:30. Sure. And for the second consecutive day, one of our most popular new segments, Ike Reese's Masters Update, will happen 30 past every hour.
Love it.
Yes, a tradition unlike any other, a new tradition on the WIP Afternoon Show. Well, we're less than 2 weeks away from the start of the NFL draft, Ike, and the Eagles sit there at 32. And it seems like so many of the players we talk about that could be targeted are going to go before 32. So I ask you this. Let's say it's draft night, and the guy that they want, they don't think he's going to get past 16. So it's a significant trade to go up from 32 to 16. I'm not talking about going from 32 to 29 or 32 to 30, but there's a big trade to be made to get into the middle of the first round. Do you want to make that trade? Do you want to cost yourself a number of picks for one pick that you feel better about? Do you trade up or do you stand pat?
Well, listen, here's the thing I've always said. If there's a player that you love when you're in the back of the first round, if there's an opportunity to go up and get that guy versus sitting back and hoping that he falls to you, I'd rather go ahead and trade up. And what's good for the Eagles this year is that, and really next year, is they have so many draft picks. So they have assets to sort of move up depending on how far they're trying to move up. For me, I've locked in on defensive end and corner. I don't know if I'm moving up for a corner considering I took 2 last year, but to try to get a difference maker on the edge, yeah, I can certainly see that being the case. Listen, Nolan Smith had a nice second half to the season, came on, showed a lot of promise. So did Jalix Hunt come on and show a lot of promise. But I find it hard to believe that you can't find a player who's arguably the second or third best edge rusher in the draft that you would get somewhere between 15 and 20 that doesn't have a higher ceiling than Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt. So if I have the assets to move up to get a guy like a James Pierce out of Tennessee, I'm good with doing that.
215-592-9494.
Mikael Williams out of Georgia, I'm good with doing that.
Are you comfortable with the Eagles at 32, or would you want to see an aggressive move up? So I've actually changed on this. I thought, we did a show maybe a month ago about like taking a big swing or sitting sort of where they are. Yeah. And I'm sort of comfortable at 32. And the reason I say that is I've looked – I didn't think free agency was going to go the way that it went. I understood we were going to lose some players, but I didn't really think about the number of players we were going to lose in free agency. And I'm going to play the quantity game with the draft picks now. I'm going to play the quantity over quality game.
Oh, this is so hinky. I can feel it.
It isn't. Yeah. Hinky wanted the top pick.
Yeah, but he's all about optionality.
Well, the thing is,
a lot of darts at the dartboard.
Well, that's the way I think about it. Is we've done really well in the draft the last few years, but the hit rate that we've had, I'm not confident we're going to keep up with that hit rate. So I'd rather have more bites at the apple. I'd rather have more picks at this point. Give me 3 more third-round picks rather than moving up 10 spots in the first round. I'm comfortable where they are from a quantity standpoint. Sit at 32. If there's a move to be made to go up a couple spots, okay, fine. If you want to go back, you want to trade out of the first round because there's not a guy that you love there and get even more picks, I'm good. But I'm good at 32. Jack, where do you sit on this?
No, you got to go up and get a difference maker. It's been a boring offseason, and it really has been. And, I don't know how the Eagles are better today than they were at the end of the season. Obviously, that happens when you lose players. That's fine. Even the CJ, GJ, we've been over all that. But I actually don't want them to go up and get an edge rusher or a defensive tackle or a cornerback, because all I hear about is how deep this draft is from a defensive end standpoint. Like, if I was to do it, I would go for an end. But, it's supposedly you can get a first-round edge rush guy in the second or third round. So if it's that deep of a class, I would rather go up and get a star and go up and get a difference maker. And I would go up and get Tyler Warren.
You're crazy. No, you don't need another weapon.
You do, though. And here's why. Because Dallas Goedert's gone, seemingly. He's gone. This kid is a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Fame level tight end. And the reality for me is I don't know if they're going to be able to keep these receivers for too much longer. They are paying 2 receivers $25+ million a year. They're going to have to pay Jalen Carter $40+ million. Nolan Smith's going to get a big contract. So in getting ahead of losing one of the big weapons on offense, I'm going out and trading up for a huge weapon in the passing game and an all-around star in Tyler Warren. Go up and get Tyler Warren.
With the number of spaces they have open on defense at this point, sure, you're putting extra assets into another offensive skill player.
Well, listen, I've been talking with my good friend Hugh Douglas, and defense really is a luxury. So, listen.
Would you trade up for a tight end?
Would not be at the top of my list of things to do in this draft, but listen, if you get Tyler Warren, I don't know how you can't be happy or excited about getting Tyler Warren.
I can't believe you want to help Jalen anymore. Even more help.
Well, he needs it. Spike, put on the tape. Just put on the tape.
No, he's a player. He's a player.
Dude, he's 7th in all of football last year in receiving.
I think he's every bit as good as Brock Bowers.
But I think he might be a better blocker than Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is a receiving threat. Like I said that for years.
I got to do my YouTube scouting. I haven't done that yet.
No, listen,
you'll find it now that I said this.
He's a player.
You're going to find a way to poo-poo Tyler Warren. I can smell it.
I'm honest with the scouting. I'm honest with the scouting.
He's a player. And that would be looked at as more of a thing of luxury to do, considering the firepower that you have on offense.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying the player, though. I mean, man, it's almost like when we wanted to add Bijan to the offense after 2022.
Was Saquon Barkley a luxury last year, or they need him?
Well, it turned out that they needed him.
Okay, right. but
I understand what you're saying.
The signing at the time was, that's a luxury. Yeah. Didn't end up being a luxury. Go get Tyler Warren.
I don't know about that. 215-592-9494. Do you want the Eagles to stay at 32?
Penn State guys, more Penn State guys.
Yeah.
I don't even like Penn State.
Stay at 32 or make an aggressive trade, even like Jack said, to get up into the – I mean, you're going to need 14, 15 for Tyler Warren.
Yeah. Get difference makers, Mike. This is what we're in the business of.
Yeah.
We were in the business winning Super Bowl with the number 1 defense, and we let half the defense go. I need some defensive players.
I'm locked in on Williams and Pierce.
Yeah, you can take your little – that sounds like a – a clothing brand.
Yes,
or something.
yeah.
That's where I'm locked in.
215-592-9494. We do have a next question today. It is rainy, as Ike mentioned. And, I'm thinking of like a rainy Saturday, right? Give us a rainy Saturday movie, a rainy day movie. Jack? Now, a rainy day movie, sort of like the one that pops up on cable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You've probably seen before.
The old stick and click, as they used to say back.
Stick and click.
Yeah.
Yep.
They used to say back in the day. It's not around anymore, I don't think. I mean.
Yeah, I do it.
Really?
Yeah, I still flip around on cable.
Okay.
That's why I like cable.
So I'm going to go with The Day After Tomorrow. The Day After Tomorrow is an underrated flick. Came out in 2004. Dennis Quaid, great in it. Jake Gyllenhaal, great in it.
Yep.
Dennis Quaid isn't great.
Is that the one where they
Except for
run
Lucky.
away from the water at the very end of the movie?
Yeah. Well, it's sort of the beginning of the movie. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All through New York City.
Yep.
Love Day After Tomorrow.
All right. Ike, you got to.
As a rainy day movie, really.
Well, it rains in it.
Yeah, well, okay.
Well, that
That's
doesn't
pretty
make it a
good.
rainy day
So,
movie.
I guess here's the funny thing about a rainy day movie. What type of mood are you in? You want like a a horror flick?
Are you trying to start something?
Well, yeah, you're trying to start something because listen, is it a rainy day movie with your significant other? Are you by yourself just watching TV?
Leave me alone.
You know
leave me
what I'm saying?
alone with the TV.
With the
That's the way I'm
TV,
thinking.
couch,
about it.
and the dog,
You can lay in
okay.
the other room with the iPad.
Okay, Spike.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go with Jack went with like a world disaster movie.
Yep.
As a rainy day movie. I'm gonna go with more of a romantic movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Get a little snuggling,
Okay.
cuddling going on.
All right. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with Love Jones.
Is that?
Have you ever seen Love Jones?
Man.
Yeah, neither one of you
So
seen Love Jones.
no. So
hell
Love Jones
is
is
Love
Jones is what, 93 something
It's
like
90
that?
something.
97.
Okay,
Yes,
there
97,
you go.
yeah. Nia Long,
Yep.
Lorenz Tate.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You know, listen, I've been crushing on Nia Long for a long time. There's been a lot of different movies she's been
So
in.
is that a cuddle movie or is that like by himself movie?
No, it's a cuddle movie.
Okay, all
That
right.
was actually me and Renee. That was one of our college movies.
Love Jones was?
We went to see it
that's
together in
right.
college and everything else. So,
You guys
yeah.
got a great stash, Ike.
He does. That was back during
Yeah.
the stash. It was okay with Lorenz Tate.
Yep.
Yep. Nia Long, who was married to.
Nia Long was married to.
Ime Udoka.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yes.
Now, they weren't married. I think they were were they dating for a
They
long
were
time?
dating for a really long time.
That's a good point. They just have a kid together, right?
Yep. All right, and so mine is.
You're
So
right.
I'm going comedy, and a movie that I believe is on every weekend. On some channel, it's on every weekend, and I always stop on it. That is Step Brothers.
Oh, I love Step
That
Brothers.
was a good one.
The craziest thing about Step Brothers is every time I watch it, there's a scene that I didn't remember was in it.
Right.
Every time, so it's like it's new every time, and it's hilarious to me every time. It's great performances from everyone.
Yeah.
So my rainy day movie is Step Brothers.
There is something funny in that movie you find new every single time.
Every time.
I've probably seen Step Brothers 20 times.
At least 20 times.
Yeah.
And if I'm just talking about parts of it, I've probably seen it 100 times.
Yeah.
215-592-9494. You want the Eagles to stay at 32, quantity over quality, or jump up into the teens, get one of those better players. Ike is looking at a corner or an edge, whereas Jack wants to do it for a tight end, for Christ's sake.